The International Motorhome Extravaganza will be coming to the Hamburg Fairgrounds in July of next year. The convention is expected to attract about 12,000 visitors with a projected economic impact of $10 million. We have another gathering in town, though, who have to be pretty happy to be here in Buffalo with our nice weather.
Great.
What's so funny?
The motorhome convention.
I can see you there next July, Kevin.
That's great.
You'll be there.
That's great. That's just fantastic. All right. Here we are. We got low water pressure. The motorhomes are all plugging in. Oh, well.
Next year.
I prefer tap water to bottled water. Buffalo, I live in the city of Buffalo. I like Buffalo tap water. I like a little zing to it. You know, I don't like the tastelessness of bottled water. I like that little tint. It's
Kevin.
nice, a little zing. Oh, what? I do. I like it. I'm sorry. I prefer. Okay, if you want to see shots of the falls, we're in Niagara Falls. We're actually in the parking lot of Niagara Falls High School. They're the Canadian Falls.
Look at that.
Lovely. It's pretty cool. I'm walking outside your high school, and the American Falls over to the right, and not as prominent. So that's pretty cool, walking out of your high school and seeing one of the wonders of the world,
Yeah.
huh? Well, walking out of the high school now are actually, look at this shot right over here. These are members of Carolina Crown, one of the nation's premier drum and bugle corps. They're going to be performing for us live this morning.
They're like, why did we agree to this?
I know, seriously.
Really early.
Okay, all right. Who's the wise guy who took out the bugle? Get it and woke us all up.
Yeah.
Revelry.
They probably do that.
So it's true. A live performance for us later on this morning. So we're very excited to have that. Plus, we're going to promote drums across the waterfront as well. Give you all the times and dates on that.
All right. Thanks very much,
You
Kevin.
bet.
It's 54 degrees at 8 after the hour. 20 after the hour, 55 degrees. The birthday list is coming up next. And later, the Y Guy is getting us in the marching mood for a big competition in Buffalo tonight. There's the Wake Up Birthday Address. I think you know what to do. Well, how about this? To celebrate our Friday, the start of the weekend, we're going to have a little performance this morning.
Honest to God, if you're one of those people that not everybody catches the whole wake-up show, usually people kind of get their like half-hour chunk and leave, or 40 minutes. Roll tape, because we have an incredible performance. We're keeping our fingers crossed. I'm sure it will be. Later on this morning, 6:55 and 7:25, we're going to have the Carolina Crown performing for us, and it should be quite a treat. It will be a treat if you get a chance to see drums along the waterfront at Dunn Tire Park tonight. This is the producer of the event, Jack Gaylord. How you doing? Nice to see you.
How are you doing, Kevin? Good morning.
Western New York is getting to host a lot of these events. You've done a great job putting this together.
Thank you very much.
Right. We're actually watching videotape now of the Carolina Crown in action. First of all, I ask you this every year, the difference between a drum and bugle corps and a marching band.
Basically, the difference between the two is a drum and bugle corps is strictly drums and brass instruments, where a marching band or a concert band, if you would have woodwinds, would have reed instruments.
So from a viewer's perspective, it seems, how would you describe the difference in viewing them, or the feeling you get?
Well, in the drum and bugle corps, it's highly technical, and they're very, very well polished. And quite honestly, you could have 60 brass players that the sound that they produce would equal probably the sound of about 700 reed players.
Sometimes it's a very majestic to watch, and it makes your rib cage rattle sometimes. It's very powerful.
Very powerful, and it actually gives you goosebumps. When they really kick in, it's an incredible feeling.
Okay, it's 6:30 tonight at Dunn Tire Park.
6:30 tonight, Dunn Tire Park. Come on out. Gates open at 5:30.
How many corps?
We have 9 corps. We have the best corps in the world. We have Carolina Crown, which we're going to see very shortly. They've been a DCI World Championship finalist since 1995. And we also have the Cadets of Bergen County, 8-time world champions. Very steeped in tradition and phenomenal corps.
Great, 30 seconds left. I want to get Brian Turner on real fast. So what is this? This is pretty typical for you guys. You guys travel around the summer and do stuff like this all the time?
Yes, very typical. Up at 8 in the morning, rehearse till about 4 in the afternoon before we had this show that evening. And generally do 7 shows a week.
You excited about tonight?
Yes, very much so.
And in Buffalo, again, you've been here a few times.
I think this is our 4th time here.
Excellent. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And we're excited about the performance. Perhaps you can hear him warming up in the background. It's going to be a great performance. If you unfortunately have to go to work, roll tape on Channel 4 for the next hour or so. We're going to have a dynamite performance. We're going to wake up Niagara Falls.
Even their music has a little southern drawl to it.
That's right.
Yeah. Thanks, Kevin. 54 degrees at 27 after the hour. And with Y guy Kevin O'Neill, you had what, 6 cannolis yesterday?
Ah, I love the Italian Fest. This year's theme, by the way, is how you doing?
How you doing?
Yes, last year was what are you looking at? We're very excited about this live performance this morning from Carolina Crown. They are one of the premier drum and bugle corps in the country. They'll be one of 9 or so performing at Duntire Park, competing at Duntire Park tonight at 6:30. Obviously, Western New Yorkers are invited to come on down and feel the intensity of a drum and bugle corps competition. And they're going to be, again, the whole corps. They yanked them all out of the gym for us. They slept overnight at Niagara Falls High School. Other corps are sleeping and have accommodations at other facilities in Western New York, and they're out at Niagara Falls High School parking lot, and they're going to be performing for us this morning. We have a little sneak preview of tonight's competition.
And it's for free right here in the Wake Up Show.
Absolutely free. So if you can't stick around, roll tape, but they're going to be here the 6:55 and 7:25. Should be great.
Great. Thanks, Kevin.
You bet.
55 degrees at 41 after the hour.
Right, so it's still going to be nice and comfy.
All right. Good weather for a drum and bugle corps competition. We have a demonstration this morning.
Very excited about this, a live performance from one of the premier drum and bugle corps in the country. Over 100 members are here performing for Wake Up viewers, the Carolina Crowd. Listen up. Carolina Crown, one of 9 corps competing tonight. Drums along the waterfront. It starts at 6:30, Duntire Park. It's a one-day, one-night competition. Tickets are obviously available at the ballpark. A lot of intensity, a lot of choreography too. These guys, they didn't do it for us this morning because we can't get the high angle, but they move around a lot with military precision.
Can't wait to see them move with the xylophone.
They do a wonderful job. They're going to be here for 7:25 as well. It's a shame, it's a shame that some people are deciding to watch other morning shows instead of the #1 morning show, huh?
That's right. One more hour on the way.
The reporters from News 4.
Still ahead at 5:30, meteorologist Don Paul has the complete weather outlook for us. And then we'll be treated to a sneak preview of a drum corps exhibition that will be taking place right here in Buffalo. Well, Buffalo is once again playing host to Drum Corps International, an exhibition of the top teams in the country. Videographer Dan Somerville gives us a preview as the percussionists from the Carolina Crown of Fort Mill, South Carolina, run through their routine.
Here we go.
We generally, during our spring training, roughly about 10 hours to 15 hours of practice a day. You get on the road, you drop down to probably 6, maybe 7 hours of practice.
We could do like letter J in Medusa. Let's hear the whole, let's hear all of it.
This instrument is the quad. It's called the quads, and it's one of the integral parts of the marching ensemble. Our goal as a quad line is to make it sound like one person, not 4 individuals, but make it sound like one person playing. You got to think like one, you got to move like one. Everything is one.
And I think the most appealing thing about it is the high level of performance quality. I mean, you'll see people playing at a virtual perfect level of performance. Just in other words, you see very few mistakes out there. They really play at a high level. And that alone, live music played that well, affects pretty much everybody.
And the Carolina Crown will perform a free concert tonight on Goat Island at 6:30. And then Drums Along the Waterfront is tomorrow night at 6:30 at Dunn Tire Park in Buffalo.
I'm head cook, bottle washer. I'm the Corps' mom. I'm the closest thing to a mother that they have on tour. I see that they get fed, that they get their vitamins. It's called shucking corn. You've never shucked corn? You grab it at the silks and pull it down like that. Grab as many silks as you can. That's less cleaning on it, see?
Oh, okay.
And peel it off and put it in there.
She goes out of her way and learns pretty much everybody's name, and last year was my first year on tour, and she was kind of like, you know, my mom. She looked after me. She'd ask how I was doing in the morning, so she does. She looks after the kids like they were her own.
It's just kind of a taste thing. You keep tasting until you get it right. It's one of the children's favorite meals, taco salad. They love it.
Terry is a pretty phenomenal person, and she mothers this whole operation, especially around the food area and the food wagon. There's insect bites and Band-Aids and ice to pass out for ankles, motherly love. There's a post office over there. Mail gets delivered. Just do all the things that super moms do, you know?
Drum Corps made a major difference in my children's life. And if I can help make that difference in just one child's life each summer, then all the sleep deprivation, all the fatigue, all the worry is worth it. I need a spoon to serve the cheese with.